essentially means a water body. It could be a river, it could be a pond, it could be a lake, it could be a well, or it could be the ocean, or any form of water body, man-made or natural. But the most prominent tirthas are rivers, because they were the places where our civilizations took birth and they were nurtured by rivers. So rivers get lot more prominence. But then we have lakes like Mansarovar, we have Brahma Sarovar, we have Pushkar is all around a lake. So we have tirthas around lakes as well, ponds as well, wells as well, and on the ocean. So Setubandh is on an ocean. But the most important ones are around the river. And in these places, the river or the water body is the most important tirtha. So in Kashi, Ganga is the most important tirtha. Nothing else is as important as Ganga. In Ayodhya, Saryu is the biggest tirth. In Mathura, Yamuna is the biggest tirth. So the river is the tirth, and the whole ecosystem of temples and ashrams and ghats and rituals develops around this tirth. Now, why water? Water is called, we call Narayana. Nar plus Ayana, the abode of Narayana. Nar is water. So the Vishnu lives in water. It's his abode. That is one explanation. And the second explanation is water in a lot of texts has been called a healer. So a lot of healing happens through water. That is why at all our tirthas, one of the key activities that we do is snan. Tirtha snan, Ganga snan, Yamuna snan, Sangam snan, Kaveri snan, Godavari snan. Every sacred water body, a snan is recommended. And we don't have research on most of our water bodies, and we kind of losing most of them. But on Ganga, in the 1970s, a French guy who traveled the whole length of Ganga, he did some research on Ganga water, and he actually found that the Ganga water has the ability to dissolve any kind of impurity, and it remains clean no matter what you put it in. And it reminds me of a Kabir Doha, which says, Kabir man nirmal bhaya jaise Ganga neer, पाछे पाछे हर फिरे कहत कबीर कबीर, which means कि तुम अपने मन को गंगा की तरह निर्मल कर दो. निर्मल का मतलब नी-मल, without mal. So the moment you clean yourself, just like Ganga can self-clean itself, the world will run after you. So that's a different philosophy. But, we've always known Ganga's water as having self-cleansing properties, and it has been scientifically proved in the modern world. For the modern man, it has been proved that it does have self-cleansing properties. Of course, it has a limit. The amount of abuse we are doing to the river, it can only take so much. But all these waters had cleansing properties. In fact, even Kumbh Snan, when, where millions and millions of people take bath in the same water and no epidemic takes place, there is a scientific study that shows that actually taking bath in that gives you immunity against a lot of diseases. So the water was there as a healer, and water was the sacred part of the tirthas. And so the biggest tirtha in any tirth place is the water. So that is it. And then within waters also there is a lot of hierarchy that is defined. So all the rivers that merge in the ocean are supposed to be far more sacred than the rivers which merge into another river. So that's it. That is why you think Ganga falls into Ganga Sagar, Godavari falls into ocean. All the big rivers, all the sacred rivers, they typically fall into the ocean, and that's why they are considered far more sacred than the smaller distributaries that merge into rivers.